Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you today at 5 in the morning. So we are going to be testing out new products. I have this product that I've seen, or this brand that I have seen in my local CVS, and I walked past a little kiosk quite a few times, and I finally just stopped and took a closer look. It is called Joah Beauty, and it's Joah, and I'll read a little bit about what Joah is. It is inspired by K-beauty, which is Korean beauty. I've never heard of that brand either, or that company. However, what it says here, it's rooted in Korean culture. It's a philosophy that respect for skin comes first, and what you put on your face really counts. Korean beauty also represents all that is best, the finest ingredients, groundbreaking formulations, superior quality, and exceptional performance. At Joah, K-beauty philosophy is at the core of our makeup, and we are thrilled to be the first to bring it to cosmetics. So that sounds pretty cool. I can't wait to try out these products. I got quite a few here. I believe I bought everything to do a full face, so we'll see as we go. But let's get started, and the first thing we're going to use is the Selfie Ready Mattifying Primer. So there is what it looks like, and let me get the packaging off. I have not taken the packaging off of any of these yet, so just bear with me 1 second while I do that. This is paraben free and oil free, so that's good to know, because I have combination skin, so my skin is oily and dry, and it's really oily in the T-zone, and then the other areas of my face are really dry, including my eyelids. Do any of you have super dry eyelids? Like, my eyelids are horrible, and I get these little patches. I actually have one on this eye. These big old dry patches that show up when I put makeup on. So it is a silicone based primer. Here's what it looks like. I'm not trying to flip you off, sorry about that. But let's go ahead and get this on our face. It is very sticky. And definitely mattifying. I can feel it like tightening up my skin right now. Now they do have a hydrating primer and a pore filling primer, so there are a few different options. This again is the mattifying primer, and we are going to go into our foundation, and this is the Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drop. So there is what it looks like. We are going to open this up. Hopefully I grabbed the right shade. This is a nude beige, and it is a little dropper, so I'm actually going to drop this on my hand. Very liquidy, so we're going to put a little bit of that on our hand and grab our beauty sponge. It is a dewy finish. The coverage is really nice though. I like that. I don't mind a more dewy foundation, especially in the winter time when it is so dry out. Now that was just one drop on my hand that covered like the one side of my face almost. We're gonna let that dry and see if we can build on it just a tad. Again, it does have a slightly dewy finish, which I don't mind, and you can kind of see it in the light, the way it shines a little bit. I'm just gonna do a little bit more on my cheek area just to see if how well it builds up, because it has been sitting on my face for a couple minutes now. So let's see how this builds up, because I do like the coverage quite a bit. I think this is really good coverage. So far so good. I really like this. This is really pretty. It sits very nicely on the skin. It almost is like it's soaking it right up. I don't see a lot of texture. I would say it's a medium to full coverage because it is a little bit buildable. So this is really nice. I'm liking this a lot so far. We are now going to go into our concealer, and I got the Truly Yours Full Coverage Concealer, and this is in the shade Classic Ivory. So let's, again, it has this little plastic coating or packaging on there. Let's open that up. And it's just like a little squeeze bottle. I'm actually going to squeeze some on my hands and dip my Beauty Blender in there. I'm going to put a little bit on my lids just to get that base going. It is a very full coverage concealer. I like that. You can't even see any of the redness in my eyelids anymore. I like that. That's gonna work just fine. So now we're gonna move on to the powder, and I got the Selfie Ready setting powder in translucent. Like, all of the packaging is really cute. Like, I like how the stuff looks. So we are gonna take our little brush and just kind of I will let you know in the comments below how this makeup wore throughout the day, if it moved in any way, if it wore out, if it flaked off, all of that. If I remember, I will film it, but I keep forgetting to do that, so I just have to leave it down in the comments below. I'm so sorry. I will get the hang of this one of these days, and I will have like a little insert of how it looked. And I'm going to grab my big fluffy brush and powder the rest of my face. Ooh. Alright, now I don't know about the powder. It just kind of is like sitting in there. It's kind of making the foundation look real like thick. So I'm not sure if it's the powder or if the foundation's starting to do something weird. So we will see. I will again let you guys know how this all worked out in the comments below, but you know, so far I like the coverage of the foundation. I like the coverage of the concealer. We will continue with the rest of the face, and we'll see how the rest of this goes. Now up next we're gonna do our brows, and I picked up this cute little brow pencil. It says Brow Down to Me, and this is the Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Cool Taupe. They had a variety of brow pencils. You know, the Precision one, and then they had a another one that kind of reminded me of the Benefit Goof Proof. Okay, so here is what the pencil looks like. You have a spoolie on one end, the spoolie on one end, and then you have the product on the other, and it is that nice little pointed precision tip. I do prefer these types of pencils over the other kind of like bulky shaped pencil, just because, you know, it's what I prefer. Not saying the other ones are bad, but this is just what I like. Okay, our brows are done. So my thoughts on the brow pencil: you do have to press kind of hard to get the product to start going on. I would suggest like kind of rubbing it on your hand to warm it up a little bit before you apply it on your eyebrows. Other than that, it's fine. I mean, it's a typical brow pencil. I like it. I really have nothing bad to say about that. So we are going to move on to bronzer. So this says it is the all-in-one highlight, blush, and bronzing palette. You have your highlight here, and then it goes into like a little blush color, and then your bronzer is at the end. And this is in Sunrise. So I'm going to go over here into the bronze area, and we're going to bronze up our cheeks. You do have to work with this. It's not super pigmented, so you do have to dip your brush into this quite often to get you the color payout that you want. But I mean, it's working. Now using, I'm going to grab my blush brush here, and we're going to blush up the cheeks a little too. So we're going to go into with this middle shade. Now that middle shade, the blush shade doesn't really do much. We're going to test out the highlighter. I'm just going to grab my little highlighting brush. So the highlighter should be this like lightest color here. So let's check that out and see if it really does what it says. It's not bad. It's a very subtle highlight. Nothing too crazy. It's not, obviously not blinding. Just nice and subtle. That's really nice. I like that. I did pick up an eyeshadow palette as well, and this is the eyeshadow palette. It's called Birthday Suits. The eyeshadow palette colors are called Bear. Oh, it had a little plastic cover in there, so here it is. And it has a lot of real pretty shades in here. So we're going to start with this super light color on all over our eye. We're just going to put that as like an added base color. So we're going to go ahead and put that all over our eye. The shade I just used is called Bubbly, and then the next shade we're going to use is the one next to Bubbly, and that one is called Baby Doll. So it's kind of like a light tan color, and we will do that as our transition. So there's the color. Alright. Now this is kind of a shimmer shade, which I usually don't use for transitions, but seems like all but two of these colors are matte. So we're gonna roll with it. So there we go. And I'm going to just use the same brush, and we are going to go into this reddish color. We're just going to put that in the crease area right under where we applied that transition shade. Now there is a tad bit of fallout with these shadows, nothing too bad. Just make sure you tap that brush really well before you apply these. Now normally when I'm trying a new eyeshadow, I do my eyes first. I don't do my foundation and all that first, and for some reason today I did not do it that way. We're going to take a small blending brush, and we're going to go into this dark color at the end here. I'm going to put that right here, just like in our lower crease area, and just darken that up a little bit. Okay, we're going to go ahead now and take a little pencil brush, and I'm going to go in with that that shade Baby Doll again, that kind of like the shade we use for our transition. I'm going to go ahead and put under my eyes first, along the eyelid. So we're going to take that darker color and just pop that in the corner here. We have our eyeshadow on. It's not looking bad. I wish there were more matte shades in this palette. There were quite a few. Like I said, there were more shimmers than matte, so I don't normally have like a super shimmery eye ever. So this is a little different for me, but I mean, it's not a bad palette. So we're going to move on to eyeliner, and I picked up the I'm So Fly liner. It is a felt tip liquid eyeliner, and I got black. Oh, here is the eyeliner pencil. It is like nice and thick. So we're going to open it up, and here is what the tip looks like. Just, it's very tiny. I love that. So we're going to go ahead and line our eyes now. Not super pigmented at all. It's more of a soft black color, not a black color. It's not as dark as I normally like my eyeliner to be, but that's okay. Not all the time do you need a bold black liner. So we're going to move on to mascara. This is the Ice Cream Ultra Volume Mascara. and I picked the shade black, so let's see how black this one is. It's just a standard like tip on it. It's not too fat, not too tiny. It does look like it's grooved a little bit, but let's see how it goes on. So my thoughts on the mascara so far, you need to put a few coats on it for it to show up. I do have other mascaras that I don't have to work so hard to get it to show up, so I don't know if I'm going to be like reaching for this mascara again, but it just, the color payout is not there. Like, you can barely see that I put it on my lower lash. I have to go back and put more and more and more, and then you know, it's a lot of work just for mascara. So I picked up this lip liner. It is a retractable lip liner pencil, and I chose the shade Pink Nude, so we're going to go ahead and put this on our lip. Alright, there you have it. I do like the lip liner. It is nice and buttery and smooth. It goes on very nice. Again, you kind of have to like go over it a couple of times to get that color payout that you want. But all in all, it's really pretty. Okay, so I picked up this lipstick. This is the I'm Your Jelly Bae matte gel lipstick. What a funny name. And this is in the shade Babe. Let's get that on our lips. It is a very mattifying lipstick. It also has like a funny smell to it. It almost smells like it's trying to be fragrant, but with a very chemical smell, if that makes sense. I don't know if I like that at all. Now the shade shows quite a bit darker than what it's going on as well. So I don't know. It is, again, it is what it says, very mattifying lip. But it's not like that drying feeling when you use a matte lipstick. It is still, it's like very smooth going on. It does not, it looks very smooth on. It's not super drying. It doesn't feel like my lips are gonna start cracking any second. It's okay, but that smell, I don't know if I like that. So all in all, my thoughts so far on this without wearing it all day long is I like the foundation. I think it looks real nice and smooth on my skin. We'll see how that wears throughout the day. The concealer was a full coverage concealer. The mascara and the eyeliner, I wish they had a little bit more oomph with the color payout. I don't like having to apply a million coats to get what I'm looking for. The lipstick and lip liner went on very smooth, and I really like how it looks. The lipstick is still nice and smooth and creamy, but it is mattifying, but without that drying effect. The only thing is I don't like the smell of it. I can still smell that, and I don't like that. Other than that, it is fine. We'll see how the products last throughout the day. Hopefully I remember to film it. If not, I will just put my opinion in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit that subscribe button as well as the little bell to be notified of all of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!